Hello everybody and welcome to Daytona International Speedway here under the lights, as this is the start of qualifying for the Coke 0400. Now I want to briefly go through your top 20 in the point standings at the moment. You got Kyle Matthews, whose win last week actually clinched his spot in the chase for the championship with 2 wins. He is atop the points lead. He is 45 points ahead of second place Nick Altendorf. Sam Young is 3rd, Anthony McCurry 4th, Alex May 5th, Annie Thomas, Annabelle Bulvin, Seth Cole, Jake Haynes, and Jay Pericles round out your top 10. Then it's Sean Henley, Ben Neuwirth, James Silverfox, Stephen Pollard III, Dusty Allen, Larry Hagan, Jessica Shelton, Johnny Gardner, Dylan Poteet, Cameron Pemberton. Your top 20 in the point standings. As we're attempting to find the first person that was out on the racetrack, that I do believe is the number 2 of Dylan Young, which I just saw him go by. The number 2 of Dylan Young is was the first car to take the green flag in qualifying. So here we go. As you see Dylan Young out and about on his qualifying, we got 15 minutes of qualifying here today at Daytona. Dylan Young is going to be able to get the drafting help off of the number 3 of Nick Altendorf as he comes through the corner. His first lap of 47.03, which was just topped by the 48 or the 78 car. Jessica Villanueva, driving that number 78, has announced that this will be her last season in the Budweiser All-Pro Series. So that number 78 car will be vacant next season. No word on who's going to drive it yet. We'll have to wait for sign-ups. As we have a new driver atop the atop the pole position. We'll see as they cross the line here. And it's still Jessica Villanueva with Jessica Shelton right behind her. Right now, currently, as the point standings look. Villanueva is not really within the top 20, as she had to slow it way down right there to stay behind the 41 who just up and came right behind, who cut her off. Here's Nathan Hudson. He's currently 4th on the board. He's not doing too bad in the season. He's not doing too well either, though. Here's Cody Lamas with a win at Dover. Has his name in the championship pool, but doesn't exactly have it clinched just yet. Now here's Jessica Shelton. Shelton, she is yet to have a win. She's in the top 20 in points, but she does not have a win yet this season. Further up ahead here is Dougie Shears in the 34 car. I don't remember if he has a win or not, but he's definitely needing one today. Here is Peter Saviano, whose so far only win in the series came during the All-Star Open. So he's looking for his first points win as well, and that takes care of this group. Up ahead, you have Season 4 champion Nick Altendorf looking to secure his spot in the chase and try to defend his previous Cup title. Up ahead, you got Nick Pericles In the number 48 machine, yeah, Nick Pericles. He's had a real good couple of runs lately, but still has yet to have a win. Here's Jay Pericles in the 88 car, who I don't believe has been to victory lane yet either. I might be mistaken. I don't have the chase grid in front of me at the moment. Yeah, I don't have the chase grid in front of me, but the 88 car looking for a good run today. And then the back here we talked about the two of Dylan Young. He's had good runs, he's had bad runs. He's still looking to try to get into the chase. Up ahead here we have there's number 17 to Cameron Pemberton. He's looking to clinch his spot in the chase, as we just had somebody teleport to pit road. I think that might have been the 20 car. I'm not mistaken. Let's see, where is the 20 car? Yeah, it looks like it was the 20 car, as we're going to quickly kind of come back here. Oh, something happened with that 20 car. Let's see, he was coming up through the grid, coming off the turn. He's doing pretty good, and all of a sudden it's like his car just shut off or something. He didn't even attempt to come to pit road. It's like his car just quit working. So something happened in the number 20 car of Ben Newworth, and he had to go to a backup car. So that means he will have to go to the rear of the field at the end, as soon as qualifying is over with. So now, as I was saying, here's Jay Pericles, who I don't think has a win yet, but he's in the top 10 in the point standings. Here is Seth Cole looking to go 3 wide back here. This is not how you get the pole for this racetrack. Seth Cole looking for a good run, hoping to win and get himself in the chase. Here's Kyle Matthews, who's already clinched his spot in the chase with last week's win at Infineon. So he's looking for just good finishes now. Derek Pemberton in the 16 car. He's looking for some good runs, a good win to try to get him in the chase as well. Up ahead here is Dusty Allen coming back out on the racetrack. He's 35th fastest so far, so not good for that 42 machine. Here's James Silverfox, who won one confusing race at Michigan. He's looking for another win to secure, but more good finishes to try to keep his spot locked up for the chase. Here's Alex May, who won at crap. Where did you win at? It was the race before Michigan. Yeah, it was the race before Pocono. Alex May's win at Pocono really helped out. Really helped him out. But here's Karen Minazuki, who's still looking for a win to try to get her spot in the chase. Here's Charles Jackson, who's still looking for a good run. He was running pretty good in the Infineon race, but a lap, I think it was like maybe it was either lap 1 or lap 2, an accident that and one of the final few turns that took him head on into the tire barrier that took him out of the race early. Bunch of these cars on pit road. Max Newworth, he got a win earlier this season at Iowa. Anthony McCurry still looking for his first win, I believe. Andy Thomas and a bunch of others already here on pit road. Here's a good group right here. Here's Connor Breton in the number 5. Connor Breton in the number 5 for Hendrick Motorsports. He's looking for another good win, or not a win, but another good finish. Here's Trent Dunham in the number 1 car. He's looking for a win this season. He's got himself a win, 1 or possible 2 wins so far in each of the chase, or in each series, but he has yet to go to victory lane in the Budweiser All-Pro Series season number 5. Here's Cody Hagan. Cody Hagan's been pretty good with wins, or pretty good finishes, but he still has yet to have a win so far this season. Here's our current pole sitter, Dylan Poteet. He kind of just scraped the wall a little bit. Maxie, you get off there. Sorry, my dog is being annoying. So, yeah, so Dylan Poteet just looking to try to get a good, who's just trying to get a win so far in the series, looking pretty good. Oh, he just dropped to 5th now. Here's Johnny Gardner. We all know Johnny, I forgot to put Johnny in the chase, or not in the chase, but in the All-Star race, so he has an automatic draw for qualifying or he has an automatic spot in the All-Star race next season. Preston Plord and Steve Pollard here formed a little bit of a two-car tandem. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what kind of run these two can get, because they're both still looking for their first wins of the season. Same with James Qualls. Here we go. Here is Joe Gibbs Racing working together, sort of right here. You got the 19 of Annabelle Baldwin, the 11 of James Qualls, and the 20 of Ben Neuwirth, all working together here to try to get a good finish. And look at the 11 car sliced up in front of his teammate right there. Annabelle Baldwin had to really get out of the throttle there to try to keep from getting into the back of the 11 as they closed in on the 15 of Annie Thomas. Here's our Daytona 500 winner, O'Neal Baldwin, driving the same paint scheme he took to victory lane here. Not the same car, because the car is over in the Daytona 500 Experience, but O'Neal Baldwin looking to do the double and win both Daytona and the Coke 0400. Ahead of him, you got Stephen Pollard III, who's looking for another win. I know Stephen Pollard III is in the chase with a win, and I know he's just looking for another one to secure his spot. As we're down under the final 5 minutes, Sam Young in this group and others, big time group up ahead here. Larry Hagan in the 4 car in this one, Joseph Strigley, Stephanie Naylor, John Citadino, Jake Haynes, Daniel Voiles, and others, all in this group. Look at this pack right here, though. Here's our current pole sitter, Jessica Villanueva, in the 78 car. Jessica Villanueva just hoping that she can hold on these final three minutes with the pole, as these cars are getting a little bit crazy behind her. Still just holding on as these drivers all trying to battle for the good spots. So far, so good. Only one person has to go to a backup, and that is the number 20 of Ben Neuwirth. So he will have to start at the rear of the field, but he is 36th on the grid right now. He just dropped back. Sethko all by himself. Couple of cars diving down off into the pit road. Final 2 minutes left in qualifying. Yep, the final 2 minutes left in qualifying, and we still don't have a clear-cut pole sitter just yet. The 51 car is going to call it quits. The 16 car is going to come through the line. And it's still slower than the 78 machine. So it looks like we're going to have a pretty good front row with Jessica Villanueva and Nathan Hudson currently. We're down to the last 60 seconds remaining here at Daytona. We are watching our current pole setter. The slowest car on the grid is the 14 of Kyle Matthews, so that's not too good for him. As these cars are over a second slower because they're not in a group. Bunch of cars on pit road now. Here's a good couple of cars trying to get a good run in. We're going to look at O'Neal Baldwin here. O'Neal Baldwin is 35th on the grid. But you got to remember, it's not where you start, it's where you finish at Daytona and Talladega. So with the final 3 seconds remaining in practice, now these cars will get an extra 45 seconds to complete their laps. Which is about how fast they'll run here, so they got an extra 45 seconds. But it really does look like Jessica Villanueva will get the pole for today's race. Or not today's race, but for like maybe tomorrow's race or something. So here we go, the final couple of cars complete. And there we go, the standings are official. So I'm going to get to them right now. Here is your qualifying results. For Daytona. Jessica Villanueva will get the pole. Jessica Villanueva will get the pole, and Nathan Hudson will be second. As I'm taking a picture. There we go. Pictures are taken and we are prepared. We are ready for the Daytona Coke 0400. So thank you guys for joining me for qualifying. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Jessica Villanueva and Nathan Hudson will be on the front row for tomorrow night's race. So for Michael Norman saying, until tomorrow night, until we meet again.